Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody today to the Public Utilities Commission meeting of September 26, 2023. On the agenda, the first item on the agenda is the consent agenda, or consent items.
Yes, President Besser, Commissioners, I have just a couple comments on the monthly utility operations report. Just want to make note that the overhaul of the number 4 turbine has started. That's probably 8 to 10 week completion on that. The second item is quite a while ago, we approved, or we partnered with Service Line Warranties, and it was for, they were offering help with water and sewer service lines. It was kind of like a warranty service insurance type thing. We had a customer issue on that, and what resulted from that was we were able to actually recruit 3 local contractors now to join. That has been kind of a problem in the past with not being able to get local contractors. So just for the record, we do now have 3 New Ulm contractors. They're GOG Plumbing, Haynes Plumbing and Heating, and then JP Plumbing. And we are still continuing to work to try to get a couple additional New Ulm contractors. So I think that should make the process go even more smoothly for our residents.
Good.
I'll offer the motion to approve the consent agenda items.
Second.
Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. The next item we've got is the Employee of the Month, Maria Bernick.
Yeah, Maria is employee in the gas department for the public utilities. She has been chosen for Employee of the Month because she makes the operation in the gas department more efficient. She looks for ways to get things done in a timely manner, and her past work experience has given her insight that's needed to keep the gas department running smoothly through our meter database and work order system upgrades. She's always up for a challenge and more than willing to help wherever needed. She does a great job of supporting her coworkers and is always looking for ways to make improvements. So I want to congratulate Maria Bernick on Employee of the Month.
I'll make the motion to recognize Maria Bernick as Employee of the Month for the month for August 2023.
I'll second that.
Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries. Now we get into new business, delinquent water and wastewater assessments.
Commissioners, this list was compiled and reviewed by the utility staff. It went to the council last week. They approved the list and scheduled the public hearing for October 17th. There should have been a list in the agenda, I believe, wasn't there?
No, it's not attached.
No. There's just the agenda cover page.
I don't have anything with. It is a list of the water and wastewater accounts that are delinquent over the last year. Some are, we've already had a few calls. We sent the hearing notices out. We've had a few calls from some of the landlords concerned with why they were getting that assessment or possible assessment. Several of them have already been paid. It's just water and sewer that goes unpaid, and those are the 2 utilities that can stay with the property. So last year was the first year we did this, where we are assessing them now rather than waiting until the properties are sold.
Yep.
And not knowing if we'll ever collect those funds. So it's just, one more method for us to collect those delinquent funds as soon as we can.
Yeah, I thought we did this last year as well. Yep. Do you know the quantity? Is there or outstanding
I do not remember
value?
the total.
Okay.
I'll make the motion to review and recommend to the City Council to establish a special assessments for 2023 delinquent water and wastewater charges.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we've got some SQL license purchases.
Yes, Commissioners, the SQL server was actually upgraded earlier this year. This purchase is for the license for the users, and that will complete the upgrade. You can see the amount that was budgeted. It was a budgeted item, and what the total cost of the project was in the budgetary and fiscal issues section.
I'll make the motion to receive and order filed the pricing proposal from SHI for SQL 2022 user client access licenses in the amount of $21,192.30.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 3.3 on the agenda is replace spare potential transformer.
Yeah, this is an item that is unbudgeted. We had one in our material distribution center. We had an issue on the north side substation this spring, and we're looking to replace it, just to have one in stock, so that if we have another one start leaking, we can repair it in a timely fashion, keep everything up and going. And with supply chain issues, you never know when you're actually going to get this stuff. I meant to put it in this action item. If I remember right, it was 15 weeks out for this. But a little bit later, we're going to see some things are extendedly long lead times. So this is just something to, with relatively low dollar cost, to keep the substations up and running. If there's any other questions?
I'll offer the motion to authorize the city manager to accept the quote from ITEC for replacement spare PT in the amount of $7,287 plus an estimated $1,000 for shipping.
Second.
All right, any further discussion on that? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 3.4, we're rebuilding of the feed water pump number 3.
Yes, Commissioners, this is the feed water pump within the power plant. It is a budgeted item for this year. There's 2 bids that we received for the project. The first one, and we are going with the lower cost bid. So if once they get the feed water pump apart, there may be some additional costs in the impeller blades, but we don't know that until we get it opened.
Do we know what the budget was for this? You said it was a budget item, but I don't see the budget.
It is not included on here, so I do not know, but I can let you know.
Okay, that'd be good. Thank you. All right, I'll make the motion to authorize the city manager to accept the quote from Engineered Pump Services Incorporated for the rebuilding of feed water pump number 3 in the amount of $31,360.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we've got item 3.5, cooling tower MCC replacement switchgear equipment.
Yes, this is something that's been on our 5-year plan for quite a few years. A few years ago, we had our consultant come through and assess all the switchgear and electrical equipment, both for the distribution and the power plant. This was one of the switchgears that were identified as being needed to be replaced, probably beyond its workable life. This was budgeted or talked about for the 2024 budget. It is not in the budget for this year. But when we elected to take and get quotes for it, and there's only about 3 vendors that actually can build this equipment, and we got 2 quotes. If you will notice in the action item, the lead time is 55 weeks. So if we approve this tonight, we will not see this until hopefully next November at the earliest. So we probably will not be able to get the project done next year, but at least we'll have the equipment. And there are some other items. They're moving this thing outside. They're going to build an enclosure next summer for it and be ready for it and all that, ancillary wiring it up and all that. This is just for the actual switch gear and components.
Just a side note on that as well. You did, at the January 24th meeting, approve the proposal from Power System Engineering to design and go out for bids, so.
I'll make the motion to authorize the city manager to accept the bid from Border States Electric for the cooling tower MCC replacement switchgear equipment in the amount of $208,100.
I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Are you considering that extended warranty on the variable frequency drive stuff? Or is that in there already?
That's in there.
Okay,
These are all items that are in there. so.
okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Last item on the new business is 3.6, replacement of cooling water line to number 4 GE turbine.
Yes, Commissioners, this was an emergency repair that was required on the number 4 GE turbine. The leak was discovered when we were putting number 4 generator online. It was an emergency repair. It needed to be repaired quickly and in short time. And so 2 companies were contacted. Southern Minnesota High Pressure responded, and they were able to get the project done in the time that was needed. Part of the urgency was we needed to complete the urge test for MISO, which was due by July 31st. So this is just receiving an order filing the invoice that we have received from them.
This is also the turbine that's going under rebuild, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
That was part of the reason we needed to get it done in a timely manner,
Sure.
to get the
Get it done.
rebuild going on schedule.
I'll offer the motion to receive an order filed to purchase from Southern Minnesota High Pressure Piping to replace the 24-inch cooling water line in the amount of $57,048.53.
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion on this? If not, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? The motion carries. The last item on the agenda is the claims and estimates, the report of claims.
I'll make the motion to accept the list of claims paid in the amount of $4,234,550.76.
Okay, any discussion on that? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. With that, is there any other comments from the commission?
I just have one comment. We're looking at potentially having a work session for the wastewater infrastructure report that we received. I'm looking at the October, if it would be possible to do it at the afternoon of the October meeting. I'll have Joanne send out a doodle poll just to see if that works for you, but just to maybe get it on your calendar.
Is the budget meeting coming up too?
That'll be in November.
November,
Yep,
okay.
the November meeting. Yep.
Anything else? If not, we're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.